and he defeated his teammate SlayerS.GanZi in the Fight Club, and he's making things look easy against GanZi as well. So, you know, the sky's the limit here for Sheth. GanZi has to do something to bring it back here. His standard style is just not working. Even after that great opener on Shakuras, fantastic opener. I think it put him in a great spot to really macro and transition out of it. I don't know about that ninja third wide open in the bottom left. I think that was just. I think if he was gonna make a third, he should have made the macro orbital in his base. It's safer. Yeah. Could have gotten it up, and it wouldn't have been an issue for him. So
I agree with you. I think that GanZi did enough damage already with that bunker push.
Yeah.
That he didn't need to necessarily grab another
take a huge risk like that. Well, he could have grabbed a third. He might as well just put the orbital in his main. Yeah, would have been so safe.
You got to roll the dice. Might as well roll them somewhere where it's not going to go into snake
take
eyes.
the third, take the pocket third.
Yeah.
And push your way out through mid as opposed to trying to take the outer rim expansion, which is just wide open to Zergling harass. And having played the first game and knowing that Sheth builds this giant pack of lings right around that minute mark, how are you going to be able to defend an orbital of all things over there?
I love how you said orbital.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
yeah, orbitals are not nearly as defensive as planetary.
I'm really surprised he actually chose to put an orbital there. I think it was a little bit greedy on his part.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give some credit to Sheth. I think Sheth has just been playing a phenomenal ZVT style. And I'm going to take some notes from him, man. I'm going to open up this replay. I'm going to bust out my notebook, do some studying, and learn how Sheth, when he macros, when he produces units, what is his, his tells here as to how he's just dominating players so well. Remember when he was in FXO and he went out to Korea and he came back? He was like, you know what? Korea wasn't really for me. And at the time, Sheth was good, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't as good as he is now.
No. Sheth, really, his comfort zone is just playing a ton of StarCraft from home.
With the keyboard on his lap.
With the keyboard on his lap. And his mom making him sandwiches.
Mom! Sandwiches!
Absolutely.
I have images of Cartman coming through my head right now. No, I'm not saying anything against Sheth. Sheth's a great guy. Dude, honestly, Sheth is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet.
Yeah, it's a little bit alarming, actually. I think deep down inside, he might be a hate monger. Well, or perhaps a closet bigot. No, I'm just totally kidding. Sheth is like one of the... A closet. Sheth's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. It's just crazy how, like, I don't know. It's so interesting to me. I'd really love to hear a little bit about his upbringing sometime.
Well, he is always politically correct. That's for sure. And it's always good to be politically correct, especially when you're a public figure like Sheth. He is known as a good guy, and he lives up to that figure very, very well.
Absolutely.
And we do have a factory landing. Looks like we're going to have a Reactor Hellion opening.
Reactor Hellion opening here from GanZi.
I wonder why the barracks hasn't decided to land yet.
He'll probably make a tech lab with that in a second. I think maybe he just forgot about it for the time being.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Went straight to Starport, actually. Maybe... I'm not sure exactly why he hasn't made a tech lab with the racks yet. At the very least, he could be making a tech lab for the Starport.
To have Banshees.
Or, he might just be getting a quick medevac here to try and ferry them into the main.
But what's the purpose of having the barracks just floating there? You'd think at the very least
you need a tech lab
to scout with.
Yeah,
if you're not going to use it for anything.
He's definitely not going mech.
Oh, he's going for a medevac, pain user.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Well, I guess we're going to see...
He's going to ferry the first 4 Hellions into the main and try and do some damage. I actually like this build. Is he going to get... Okay, he's going in for it. Going in for the kill.
That drone. It's down in the orange. It looks like he really wants this drone kill, and he gets one. But will it be worth it for 2 Hellions? He will get a full scout into the main as well. So, for 2 Hellions, not too bad. There are more Hellions coming. And GanZi just preparing the area and prepping Sheth up for the eventual drop that's coming.
And where is that medevac? It's on its way across to start ferrying these Hellions over. Has he landed the racks yet? He needs that tech lab real bad on the racks. No, he still has not. And he's going to transition straight into Banshees. It looks like thus far GanZi has no intention of producing any bio units.
And you know what's really interesting to me is the fact that GanZi decided to build the tech lab on the starport. It's actually picked up the Hellions. He decided to build the tech lab on the starport rather than build it with the barracks and then put the starport on, and it would have been more, I think, efficient.
Oh, and now he's swapping. Okay.
Yeah, now he's swapping.
Is he going to get a command center pretty soon? There we go.
Well, it's just a 1-1-1 into Command Center. Don't mistake the Terran 1-on-1 for the Terran versus Zerg 1-on-1 for the Terran versus Protoss 1-on-1. This one is just designed to do a little bit of damage.
And here we go. He gets all the Hellions into the main mineral line. Definitely roasting a couple drones here.
And it looks like he's going to go ahead and pick up as the Queen is there, totally taking control of this game right now, Pain User, as he makes his way over to the natural.
Sheth having to run all of his drones out of the natural into the middle of the map.
But there is roaches coming right now, Pain User. A lot of roaches.
Yeah, he's got a pretty solid roach push on the way.
He's not using the roaches to defend against the Hellions, and in fact, GanZi hasn't even seen the number of roaches that are walking across the field, but a Banshee is there.
The Banshee is already there, and he does have the bunker at the front as well. And the bunker at the front should be enough. Once this siege tank comes out, I think GanZi's going to be in a great position to hold this. Sheth taking a gamble, trying to do this awkward roach push timing. Here's the Banshee in the main. There's no queen. One of the queens was killed. That Banshee's going to absolutely go to town. The drop's going to go off as well. Now at the front door, completely rejected. Not a chance. Sheth's going to have to pull back with all those speedless roaches. And there's just way too much damage that has been done to Sheth. He cannot recover from this.
GanZi just handed him the 1-800 rejection hotline
Handed him the pizza crust.
Well, Sheth now decides to pull back. Roaches are totally worthless now. I guess he can at least pull back to deal with the Hellions, but he has suffered a lot of economic damage so far. 11 workers killed. The number continues to go up. If there were drones here, the numbers would keep going up. Right now, the Banshee's fighting a queen, but Sheth is very, very far behind right now, and GanZi is grabbing another command center, so he is going to shoot up an economy once that becomes an orbital.
Yeah, he certainly is. Sheth, you're in trouble.
Fight to the death!
Oh, I don't know what that Banshee was thinking. Still, Sheth, 32 to 35 harvesters. So once again, we have a great opener from GanZi, but Sheth's not out of the game. Sheth recovered last time. I thought Sheth was completely out right there. I thought he's finished. But look at this push coming from GanZi here. I don't know if Sheth's going to be able to deal with this. Siege, is it done? Check one of those tanks for me.
It is not done. In fact, there is no siege.
It's not even on the way.
He's going to go with mobile siege mode, or mobile tanks instead of
he just realized it.
The siege mode, and he finally gets siege, so he's not really going to have an opportunity to attack.
Is he just going to attack move his way in?
I don't know if he needs to do this. He could end up losing a tank. That tank is about to go down. Oh, he saves it with the medevac.
Very nice micro right there from GanZi, and I think GanZi might just be able to outright kill him right here. I mean, Sheth has nothing. He's going to have to pull all his drones. So many drones are going to go down here, though.
Yeah, this is not a cost-effective.
So many drones are going to die.
The tank in the back that was weak
the medevac went down.
Focused. The medevac did go down by the queen, so it looks like Sheth may be able to clean up that tank. If he can get that tank, that would be huge, but he doesn't focus fire. And it's just a battle to the death. Blood being spilled by the Zerg, mech and metal being parted away by the Terran. But GanZi still has more forces. Siege mode's about to finish. Banshee comes in, looking good. Sheth's totally on the back foot right now.
Yeah, Sheth's in a lot of trouble here. A couple Lings do push out there to try and greet those tanks.
Oh, he gets the tanks! He will get all the tanks!
Yeah, there's another one on the way, though, and he has nothing to answer for that Banshee right now. He has 2 more queens in production. I'm surprised
How is Sheth still in this game?
I'm surprised the Banshee isn't working the mineral line right now. He killed both the queens. Neither mineral line had a queen, and he's not working the mineral lines with that Banshee.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think that's a pretty big mistake on his part.
Could be getting more kills. But how the heck is Sheth still in this game?
I do not know.
And
he's down 40. He's down by 50% supply right now, though. He's in so much trouble.
A queen is about to pop up, so that Banshee will be warded away. GanZi gets 8 kills total on that Banshee. That's about 3 or 4 drones. A second Banshee comes in. He does not have energy for transfusion. Now it's 2 Banshees versus 1 queen. He does kill off one of the Banshees. This will not be a close fight, and GanZi takes air control once again over the drone line.
There is no more anti-air for Sheth, and he has a position set up in the middle of the map. A lot of drones being taken out at the main. Sheth's got to be frustrated at this point. Things are getting dicey for him.
Yeah, for the first time in this series, it looks like GanZi is in control of this game with one of his, shall I say, unique openers?
Yeah, a little bit cheesy. Little bit cheesy. The Hellion drop into Banshee opener. I think if Sheth had done a better job of managing things, got a few extra queens.
It was some Gorgazone cheese with a bit of mold at the tip.
Gorgazone?
Gorgonzola? Is that how it's called? Gorgonzola? Yeah. With a bit of mold at the end.
Oh, remember? When you tried to buy some cheese from Hennessy's the other day, you were like,
There was, guys, I went to lunch yesterday to buy some cheese because I was hungry. I was feeling the cheese. There's a little bit of mold at the edge of the cheese. But that's okay
she
because...
was like, that's the nature of cheese.
Well, it is the nature of cheese.
It is.
Cheese is mold.
Yeah,
We have established.
we know this. All right. What is Sheth going to do to stop this? He has hardly any units on the field.
I don't
He's
know,
trying to rally
man.
Lings. 20 Lings in production right now.
Oh, GanZi is so far ahead now. He's got a third orbital.
Oh, yeah.
It's 110 supply to 64. Desperation attack from Sheth with the drones coming off. Oh, Queens get the Banshee at least, and they use a transfuse. Timely Sheth. Is Sheth gonna hold this? Incredible if he can kill this tank. Oh my god, Sheth is still in the game.
Yeah, he does hold on here.
Oh my
Let's take a
God.
look at the income tab, though. 62 to 30.
Yeah.
Sheth is in so much trouble. Plus, GanZi is on 3 base now. And look at his infrastructure. He's macroing out of so many buildings. Finally, we have Stim and Combat Shield on the way. 15-minute mark. GanZi hasn't been getting any upgrades for his biological units in these games. I don't know if he's just forgetting or what the deal is, but
these one-armor Zerglings have been holding their own against Marines and tanks, especially Marines without upgrades.
yeah, they've been doing a great job.
You know what? I feel like Sheth has done a phenomenal job of staying alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Staying alive. He's been doing it, man. And
I mean,
he's clinging on by
he's
here.
trying to recuperate his drone count now. His creep spread has been diminished to almost nothing. He has no control over the map. He's going to try and grab a third here. He may be able to equalize the harvester difference in a short amount of time, but I highly doubt it. 3 orbitals, pumping SCVs. He's also got that triple mule option, so
This
just
is-
so much money coming in the bank for GanZi right now.
This is the real paradox facing Zerg players when you're this far behind. I mean, if you want to catch up, you got a drone. But while you're droning up, a Terran's army is building. And when the Terran's army pushes, you have no army. So you kind of got to make a decision. Do I drone or do I attack? And
Ooh.
he loses a queen. That's not what he wanted.
The good old Banshee drop coming into the main. And he's going to pick up and hightail it out of there.
But not before he did some damage. I don't know why he's sticking around with that Banshee and the medevac.
What are you doing? Come on.
Get out of there!
Get to the chopper. Go. Come on. Get out.
80 SCVs to 49 drones right now. Sheth is trying to catch up, but there's the dilemma I was mentioning before. If he uses all of his larvae on drones, he has no army.
Yep.
And now the Marines have stim and combat shields.
Yeah, now that they have stim and combat shields. And 1-1 is just about to finish. So this timing push from GanZi is going to be devastating for Sheth.
This could be all she wrote, unless Sheth pulls a hat out of his rabbit. Can he
Pulls
do
his
it?
hat out of the rabbit.
I realized that halfway as I was saying it. But
Still
we'll
working beautifully.
see if he can do it or not. No. The counterattack
It's
fails.
shut down completely.
Resistance is futile.
There it is. Finally, the GG is called.